Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we've got one more game here in Atlanta. And so just because it is the end of a series, it's also one more game with the regular lineup before we start our September rotation. Could have started it today. The guys are called up, but in case you're curious, we've not gone out and signed any extra players. We've not made trades to get more players back, anything like that. So, although we did somehow end up with I guess we would end up with an odd number of players. We started at 25, but we're up to 37 players on the MLB roster now. So, next year we'll be up to 39, and then we're going to have to start making some choices. I believe, if I remember, is it Jose Reyes? Or Jojo Reyes? I can't remember. We'll find out when he comes up to bat, I guess. It's driving me crazy because I feel like I should know. So Kester to lead things off. And he will start off with strike one. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Called strike three. One away. Marvin is going to bat right-handed. First pitch is swung on and missed. Swings and misses at a curveball. Up the middle. That will get through. And that'll be a base hit. So Chief now at the plate, swings and misses at the first pitch. Hits a line drive into left field. That will fall in for a base hit. 2 on with 1 out. Terry at the plate. He'll get a fastball for strike one. That slider, it didn't break much, down and in. Swings and misses. Makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. 2 outs, 2 on. Frank at the plate. And he will start off with the fastball for a strike. This one will be foul, bounced right at the plate. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Reyes out of trouble. Squirrels with a couple hits, but no runs to show for it. I think wasn't paying attention when they showed the Braves order. I think we do have a few different players in. But Jeff Francoeur is still going to start off. Stitch is on the mound today. Jonathan will pitch tomorrow. I think I've got it set up so that our 2 AAA starters that we called up should just be part of the rotation. I shouldn't have to remember to slip them in. Jeff Francoeur has a 2-0 count. And that curveball's in there for strike one. Swing and a miss makes it 2-2. This one into center field. Marvin takes a few steps in and makes the grab. Here is Ruben Gauthier. He had been starting for the Braves. It looks like he spent all of this year in AAA. He doesn't have an average as of yet. I've blanked on who was playing second for the Braves. Just, saw them the past 3 games and I've drawn a complete blank. But Gauthier comes up with the base hit into center field on apparently his first Major League at-bat this year. Mark Teixeira now batting, which he certainly has been in the majors all year. That curveball gets away and Gauthier will go to second. Runner in scoring position with 1 out. Curveball for a strike makes it a 2-1 count. Slider is going to be fouled away down the right field line. 2-2. Stitch goes with a changeup and gets a swing and a miss. 2 away. Here's Brian McCann. First pitch is too high. Ground ball right to Kester, and that will end the inning. The Braves also with a threat but no score. We go into the second where Tom will lead things off for the Squirrels.
Number 10, Tom, catcher.
Tom will swing and miss at the first pitch. Swings and misses at the second pitch. Hits this one into center field. Salazar waiting on it. Didn't have to move far for that one. One away, Zach at the plate. That pitch down by his feet. Ground ball right to short. Escobar gets it to first. 2 away, and that will bring Joey to the plate. Nobody on base. First pitch swung on and missed. This is a line drive, but right to Gote. So we are still scoreless as we go to the bottom of the second. Yunel Escobar, who had been batting second, is going to bat fifth today.
Number 19, Yunel Escobar, shortstop.
First pitch is fouled back. That slider is called a strike to make it 0-2. Foul tip for strike 3. One down. Scott Hairston now in the box. That pitch is down and in. That curveball misses. It's 2-0. Ground ball to short. Joey takes care of that. 2 down. And that will bring Nomar Garcia-Parra to the plate. First pitch is called a strike. That fastball misses outside. Nomar does not chase it. Does swing at the changeup and comes up empty. 1-2. Fastball ground to second, and that will end the second inning. Still no scores. We go into the third. Stitch will lead things off for the Squirrels. First pitch from Reyes is called a strike, and backdoor slider. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One down. Kester struck out in his first at bat. One of 4 Squirrels to strike out the first time through the order. This is going to left, but it's going to hook foul. Second pitch down by Kester's feet will make it 1-1. Reyes, slider that's too low. He will come back with a fastball that's fouled away. That will make it 2-2. High hop. Reyes waits for it to come down, then gets it to first for the second out of the inning. Marvin got a base hit in his first at-bat. I think he only got as far as second. Looks at strike 1. Line drive, that'll get over to Cher's head and into right. Marvin will be in there with a 2-out single. Chief also with a base hit in his first at-bat. Hits this one to third. Garcia-Parra to first, and that will end the top of the inning. Still no scores. We go to the bottom of the third, where Jeff Salazar will lead things off. So I guess the only change was at second, getting Ruben Gote in.
Number 12, Jeff Salazar.
Gosh, who was playing second? Oh, it was Kelly Johnson. That's who we're missing. Finally, well, that was driving me crazy. Anyway, 1-1 for Salazar. That changeup misses. I don't think it's where Tom wanted it. Line drive into center field for a leadoff single. I said that too. JoJo Reyes. I knew that. Gosh dang it, I should have been more confident about it. Anyway, he's got an 0-2 count. He will swing and miss for strike 3. One down, Francoeur flew out in his first at bat. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Line drive that will get right over first, but Terry will backhand it and get to the base. Does leave a runner on second for Ruben Gauthier, who got a base hit. High hop to short. Will Joey have enough arm? He does not, which means that was a good high hop because that is a strong arm there. Runners on the corners then for Mark Teixeira. There are 2 outs. Teixeira, foul. No, that's not foul. That's right on the line. The Braves score the first run of the ball game. Throw goes to third, but it's offline. Not sure it would have been in time anyway. So runners still on the corners for Brian McCann. And first pitch is a strike. Another called strike. McCann, a line drive into center field. That'll drop in and score another run. Throw goes to goes to first. McCann was already starting to retreat. Braves now leading 2-0 with Yunel Escobar at the plate. There are 2 outs, and he takes strike 1. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Looks at strike 3. That ends the inning, but the Braves strike first. They score 2 runs in that frame. Stitch walking off the field, I'm sure not happy with himself. Terry's going to lead things off for the Squirrels. I'm going to have to pause here momentarily. Be a short break for you, though. Okay, here we go. Starting at the top of the 4th, here is Terry, and he will look at a curveball outside. Pitch up and out. It's 2-0. Curveball in the dirt, 3-0. As you just saw, he'd only thrown 4 balls up to this point, and now he's thrown Terry 3 straight ones. That one is in there for a strike, makes it 3-1. Called strike, though I don't blame Terry for not swinging. Full count, looks at that one. Probably that one was worth a swing. Frank at the plate then with 1 away. High fastball for strike 1. That pitch is down and in. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, Tom flew out in his first at-bat. Squirrels not exactly striking back hard after giving up 2 runs. Tom with a 1-1 count. Hits this one hard. That's going to get one of those runs back. An opposite field home run, his 14th of the year, measured at 380 feet. Braves still lead, but it is now a 2-1 ball game. I'm trying to think. Did he just tie Terry for the team lead? Did Terry get 15? I can't remember. Well, we'll see here in a couple innings. Zach gets a foul ball. That'll make it an 0-2 count. 2 outs, bases empty. Obviously, after a home run. And he will get a hit through the left side. 2-out single brings Joey to the plate. Joey lined out in his first at-bat. They check over on Zach. Zach, not that fast, and he doesn't tend to run. Sometimes Chief and Frank get some ideas. I don't feel like Zach usually does that. Ground ball to first here. Teixeira will take care of that, and that'll end the inning, but lead cut in half. It's now a 2-1 Braves lead, and they will start off with Scott Hairston. I'm sure Stitch is eager to bounce back, put up a 0. Starts off Hairston with a changeup rather for strike 1. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Ground ball to Chief, who will throw over to first. 1 away. Nomar Garcia-Parra, ground out in his first at-bat, hits a high hop here. Stitch fields it, gets it to first. 2 away. That will bring Jeff Salazar to the plate. Got a base hit in his first at-bat. That changeup stays high. Slider is too low. It's a 2-0 count. Another slider catches the outside corner. I guess you'd call that a backdoor slider. Fastball for strike 2. Does not chase that one. We've got a full count with 2 outs. Nobody on base. And that's, ooh. Salazar, I think, has a case, but we are going to go with strike 3. So we move into the 5th inning. Still a 2-1 Braves lead, and Stitch will lead things off for the Squirrels. And he struck out in his first at-bat. That first pitch is called a strike. That's going to be a line drive to third. Garcia Parr, not a hard line drive, makes the catch. 6 strikeouts for Reyes. After 2 trips through the Squirrels' order. Tripping over my words a bit. Kester at the plate, takes a ball, and then watches that curveball bounce in. There's a called strike. 2-1. Fouled away. That'll make it 2-2. Line drive. That'll get into right field for a base hit. 1-out single. Marvin now batting. He is 2 for 2 so far today. Both singles. Looks at a strike. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. And this will be a ground ball. A bit of a weird throw for Escobar. He goes to second with it and no throw to first. So a 2 outs and runner on first for Chief, who I do believe is 1 for 2. I think he made a out last time on a ground ball to third, if I remember right. Hits this one in the air. Salazar is just barely going to get there. So that will end the top of the 5th. Still 2-1 Braves, and they will start off with the pitcher spot in the 5th. He will pop up the first pitch. Terry's going to field it down the first base line. 1 away. 5 strikeouts for Stitch, the second time through the Braves order. Well, combined, that made it sound like it was just that go-around. Jeff Francoeur has an 0-2 count. He will get this one over Stitch's head. Kester grabs it, throws it to first. 2 away. Ruben Gauthier still batting 1,000. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Maybe the Braves made the wrong choice at second this year, given that they are already double digits behind the Phillies and the Mets, who I believe are still tied. Phillies had taken the lead in the division again, but they've been tied for the past few days now. Gauthier has a 3-1 count. He will ground this one to second. Kester will retire him for apparently the first time this year in the majors. We go to the 6th inning. Braves still leading 2-1. Terry's going to lead things off for Indianapolis.
Number 4,
Terry is struck out in both at-bats, once swinging, once looking. Hits this one, and it will get into right field for a base hit. Leadoff single brings... oh, shoot, I forgot to look at his home runs. Well, he'll get at least one more at-bat. Frank at the plate, runner on first with nobody out. Frank with a pretty good drive, but well foul. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 on, 1 out. Tom, homered in his last at-bat. Hits this one deep into center. Don't think he got all of it. Yep, on the warning track, and Terry has to go back to first. If he tagged, he might actually have made second, but he did not. 2 outs, runner on first. Zach at the plate, looks at a ball inside. There's a strike. Zach with the base hit in his last at-bat. Hits this one into center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. Terry on his way to third. throw going to third, but not in time. Puts runners on the corners for Joey. That tying run just 90 feet away. Joey swings and misses at a fastball. Swings and misses again to make it 0-2. Hits this one, but right to Teixeira, and that will be the final out of the inning. Squirrels threaten, but can't get that tying run. Mark Teixeira is going to lead off the bottom half of the inning. The Stitches spot in the order will be coming up in the 7th, so this should be his last go-around. First pitch to Teixeira is a fastball for a strike. That changeup is down and in. Inside again, it's 2-1. And down and in again, 3-1. There's a called strike on a slider. Full count. Fastball gets a swing and a miss for the first out of the inning. Brian McCann is 1 for 2. And he hits one into right field. Zach waiting on it, and he makes the catch. 2 down. Yunel Escobar has struck out in both at-bats so far today. He looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. That pitch a bit high, makes it 1-2. Stitch will come back with a changeup for strike 3. That will get us into the 7th inning. The Braves still leading 2-1. Pitcher spot due up. So we are going to send... Well, let's keep it Sweeney for now. We're about to see all the call-ups. They'll get their chance. Let's go with Sweeney for now. Keep it with the big guns. JoJo Reyes still on the mound here in the 7th inning. Starts him off with a strike. And a fouled away pitch makes it 0-2. Hits this one, but it's going to hook foul. Not sure if it would have had home run distance, but it probably would have been a hit. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Well, Kester did get a base hit in his last at-bat. Fouls this pitch away down the right field line and curves into the seats. This one's going to go foul, but Teixeira chasing it, and he can't come up with it. It lands in the Braves' dugout. 0-2. Kester down the right field line. It's a fair ball. Garcia Parra with a bit of a long throw, but he makes it comfortably. 2 away. Marvin is 2 for 3. Ground out in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Ground ball up the middle, and that will get through for a base hit. 1 on with 2 outs. Chief is 1 for 3. Got a base hit in his first at-bat. Looks at a backdoor slider for strike 1. And a fastball right down the middle for strike 2. Hits this one into the left center gap. Hairston cuts that off pretty well. But the throw goes to third, so it ends up being a double anyway. So I really need to see how many doubles Chief has. See exactly what record he broke. So 2 runners in scoring position for Terry, but there are 2 outs. And Terry grounds to second. Gotay takes care of that. That gets us to the 7th inning stretch. The Squirrels can't cash in again. The Braves still up 2-1. All right. Oh, get one of these straps fixed on the microphone. There we go. All right, so we will go get Johnston. As soon as I find him on the list here, there he is, went right by him. Put him into Terry's spot. So the Squirrels have doubled up the Braves on hits, but the Braves still have the Squirrels doubled up on runs, and I think you know which column is more important. Squirrels just not coming up with timely hits so far today. Scott Hairston at the plate now for the Braves, and he starts off with strike one. Looks at strike two. Sinker swung on and missed. One away. Nomar Garcia-Parra has ground out in both at-bats today. He swings and misses at the first pitch. That sinker stays outside. There's a better one. Gets a swing and a miss. Makes it 1-2. High fastball. Gets another swing and a miss for strike three. Here is Jeff Salazar. He is 1 for 2 today. Looks at strike one. That pitch too low. That one too high. We've got a 2-1 count. That fastball gets a swing and a miss to make it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. We'll move into the 8th inning. Braves still leading 2-1. Squirrels will start off with Frank at the plate. Braves are going to change pitchers. Jeff Bennett, apparently the setup man around here this year. Frank has struck out in all 3 at-bats so far today. First pitch is down in the dirt. And that changeup not real close. It's a 2-0 count. And Frank with the base hit up the middle. Good way to start the inning. That will bring Tom to the plate. He's put the ball in the air each time. One of those was a home run. His last one was a shot onto the warning track into center field. Has a 2-0 count in this at-bat. And fouls this pitch away pretty sharply over the first base dugout. High fastball called strike three. Tom struck out for the first time today. Zach is 2 for 3. Frank takes off. That was not a good idea. He is thrown out pretty easily. So base is now empty with 2 outs. Zach with an 0-1 count. That changeup catches the outside corner to make it 0-2. Slider stays high. Bennett comes back with the fastball. Iffy pitch, but he gets the call. Squirrels just terribly mismanaged that inning. Go to the bottom of the 8th. Pitcher spot will be up for the Braves. Squirrels still trailing, so Johnston will get another inning. Bennett looks like he's going to get to hit for himself, and he opens up with strike one. This pitch down by his feet on fastball. This fastball outside. It's 2-1. Swings and misses. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. One down, Jeff Rancour, 0 for 3 so far today, though he's put the bat on the ball each time at least. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Fouls that one off his foot, and he's going to be looked at. Alright, looks like he's okay. Does have an 0-2 count. Johnston puts a fastball that gets ground through the left side of the infield for Francour's first hit of the day. Ruben Gauthier, 2 for 3, no longer batting 1,000. Looks at strike one on the outside corner. Slurve says hi. This one, will he get fouled? No, Chief has to make a play, and he just barely gets it there in time. Get a replay of that one. I actually thought that was going to be another infield hit for Gauthier. Chief seemed a little hesitant whether to pick it up or not, and I don't blame him. So we are now going to get a pinch runner. Well, I swap an 11 for an 11. Not sure the thought process behind that. Mark Teixeira looks at strike one. Swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Called strike three, and that will end the 8th inning. We go to the 9th. The Squirrels need a run to stay alive. They will start off with Joey at the plate. We don't really know who the Braves' closer is. Egg, apparently. Jimerson's going to come in to play right field. So I'm still not real sure what that pinch run was all about. All right, Joey is 0 for 3 today. That palm ball is outside. Fastball down and out. That one catches the inside corner. And a palm ball for strike two. Joey has not swung the bat yet. Does here, but comes up empty. One away, Sweeney struck out in his first at-bat. Looks at strike one. Looks at strike two. Pops this one foul, but it will make the screen, so he'll get another shot at it. Looks at strike three on the inside corner. Braves 1 out away from breaking a 5-game winning streak from the Squirrels. Kester, the last hope, looks at strike one. This one just a bit inside. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. The Braves avoid the sweep. Your final score today, Indianapolis Squirrels 1, Atlanta Braves 2. And the Squirrels comfortably out-hit the Braves today. Just, I say, other than a solo home run, just could not come up with a timely hit at all. And the Braves with one, scored both their runs in the, what was it, the 3rd or 4th inning? I guess it must have been the 3rd, going off these highlights. Just one shaky inning by Stitch, and that's all it took. I am not sure who we play tomorrow. I do think we're back home, but I cannot remember who our opponent is. So we'll find that out together. Egg and Teixeira are going to share your player of the game honors today. Thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, we'll be back here tomorrow. We'll see you then.